Hello there. It's thought experiment time. I'll explain the mess and the improvised nature of this video shortly. But you have three books in front of you: Newton's Principia, the Bible, and the Koran. Now I want you to burn 1,000 copies of Principia, one of the foremost works, one of the foremost scientific writings ever. And just imagine what the world's reaction to this would be. Well, for certain you're going to get a lot of disapproving clucks from the academic community. But that's pretty much where it's going to end. Now I want you to do the same thing with the Bible. Again, you're going to get a lot of disapproving clucks and a lot of disapproval, but ultimately the majority of Christians in the Western world appreciate that they do not have the right to not be offended, and that their religious laws don't apply to everyone else in the world. Now, I want you to do the same thing with the Quran, and here you really don't even need to do the thought experiment, in that you can see it played out on the world stage, in that we've not even got around to burning the Quran yet. It's just the prospect of burning a Quran, and you have the leader of Indonesia, that's the most populous Islamic country on earth, saying that burning the Quran would be a threat to world peace. And just want you to digest that for a second. Burning a book is abhorrent, but a threat to world peace? I mean, to me, all that says is that this religion, Islam, has actually screwed up the minds of enough people that they think that their religion applies to everyone else in the world, to the point where if anyone actually breaks their religious laws, that they have the right to do things, to the point where you have the leader of the most populous Islamic country in the world saying merely burning their religious book is a threat to world peace. That's what I see as the line one item here. That's the most important thing of all of this, and that's the problem that needs to be addressed. And so obviously you need to desensitize the Islamic world to these concepts. They need to get habitualized to the idea that their religious rules don't apply to everyone else in the world. And yeah, so what's the best way to do this? Well, I'm not so sure that our crazy Christian preacher burning Korans to piss off another religious faction's the way to go. I mean, that's just got petty religious war written all over it. Having said that, if I were him at the moment, I would almost certainly stick on target, for the simple reason that if every time a murderous mob appears, you give away some of your rights, then another murderous mob appears, you give away some more of your rights. If every time a murderous mob appears, you give away your rights, you end up giving away all your rights to the murderous mob. So I mean, you've really got to stick your ground here whenever the murderous mob appears. I'm not so sure he's got the bottle to do that. He's only got God on his side. I mean, personally I would put my faith in the FBI, but to each their own. Obviously this has to be addressed. The Islamic world has to be desensitized. It has to be brought into, the concept has to be brought into their society that their religious rules don't apply to everyone else in the world. And it's not actually necessary to burn the Quran to do that, in that, I mean, burning books has universally negative connotations. And so maybe the way to do it would be to make it a little more humorous, because it's the fact that they're not respecting the Quran is what the Islamic world finds so offensive. So, you sort of go down the slope a little, how little disrespect do you have to apply to the Quran before the murderous mobs appear? I mean, how about singe a Quran day, or use a Quran as a doorstop day? There are many sort of humorous ways that you could do this. I mean, burning a Quran seems to be right on the extreme end. I think you need to desensitize these people in stages. But for certain it does need to be done. I mean, the words, burning a Quran is a threat to world peace, are words that should never pass the lips of the leader of an Islamic country. For my part, I wish I could get involved in it. I really don't have the time. The reason it's such a mess here is because I've shortly got to leave to drive across country, and the maybe silver lining on that cloud is that I get to stop off in a place called Morris, where if I'm lucky I'll find some interesting conversation. We'll see how it goes.